happen to be in. And we never know what room we're going to be in, so we're in here, it has to be themed to Victoria, we're upstairs, Kings. So I'm in this room, so I theme it to this room. And we all have different niches. So if you see Meg and he dies, but her and Albert, they do the correct thing that monarchs are meant to do. Victoria, and I'd say King Christian of Denmark, the last sort of two big European monarchs in the 1800s, do what royals are meant to do, which is have a ton of children, and they keep their boys in the country, and they take girls from other countries and marry them to the boys. The girls will get married off to other countries. And so that's what Victoria does. Her eldest daughter, Vicky, goes and becomes the Empress Frederick. That was her husband's name. That's what she was known as. But she marries into Germany. Prussia, which ends up when Germany unifies, is kind of the head of Germany. And that's Berlin. That's what we think of. And this all happens with her. And then we get our other daughter, Alice. Alice will marry also into Germany, but she'll go to the family of Hesse, which will be down in Germany, so she's not quite up in Prussia, and all these sort of things. So it's great. This is all good. And then we've got her grandsons at war. We've got Kaiser Wilhelm, Vicky's son, and we've got George, Edward's son, here, George V. They are clashing. George is our king, and Kaiser is obviously Germany's king, and there's this big war. But we forget about the other thing, is the granddaughters. Because the granddaughters are all the consorts on the thrones of Europe. And we've got quite a few. We've got Queen Maud of Norway. We've got Queen Ina of Spain. We're going to go back to her. Ophelia, which is deadly. And who gets the blame? Women. And so they're all at war. They are in real dangerous positions, these women, and particularly the Tsarina. So the Tsarina, Alex, she's married to Nicholas II. She's got 4 beautiful daughters. One's called Anastasia, and they've got this boy called Alexei who can't stop bleeding. Also, the Tsarina and Nicholas, they are not good at being monarchs. The Tsarina was practically raised by Queen Victoria, but she's not like Queen Victoria. The only thing she's like with Queen Victoria is she likes just heading away. Victoria likes to go back to Balmoral. The Tsarina hides herself away in Alexandra Palace. That's in the grounds of another palace called Catherine Palace. And so they've got these gigantic palaces, and they're hiding in the grounds of a palace and another palace. And everyone in Russia is poor. Can you see what the problem is? And the other one is no one ever sees them. No one sees these beautiful daughters. And the other thing that the Russians are hearing about is not only are they losing against Germany, their consort, their queen, their Tsarina, is German. She's always miserable. They never see her. She's hiding the family away. And the other one is they've heard this rumour that she's got a mad monkin from Siberia. He's called Rasputin. And he's got magical powers, and he's healing the boy with these magical powers, and he can hypnotise the Tsarina. Everyone's heard of Rasputin, I take it. You know the Boney M song? I love that when I'm drunk. And I'm drunk right now, so this is great. So yes, what's happening is all of St. Petersburg are talking about the Tsarina and Rasputin. The aristocrats hate her. Because Rasputin, one of his beliefs is brings you closer to God, is kissing all the ladies in the aristocratic circles. And there's a lot of rumours about Rasputin. He's very tall, and other places as well. And so all the aristocrats are very unhappy with Rasputin. The poor also hate Rasputin because they think he's hypnotising the Tsarina. They hate her. We're heading, and they're losing this war, and Russia is very poor, and we're heading towards a huge collapse. Rasputin is murdered by the aristocracy. This still doesn't work. And what they don't know about Rasputin, what he was doing was calming the boy down, which means the blood pressure went down and means he stopped bleeding. That's actually what he was doing. He didn't have any magical powers. He just was very soothing. We don't think he was having an affair with the Empress. She really did love Nicholas. That was a good marriage. And we don't think anything was happening with the daughters. But you can see these conspiracy theories going crazy. And Russia will tumble into a revolution. And the Tsarina and the family are all taken, and they are shot in a basement. Now, when they're shot, the daughters sewed all their jewels into their corsets. So what happens when you fire a bullet at a diamond? Well, it just bounces off. And so they think the daughters survived the initial rounds. And where the myth starts, that Anastasia actually survived. And this myth goes crazy, because it goes all through the 20th century. There's even films about this. Ingrid Bergman's in the film. There's a TV show, because there's a lady called Anna Anderson claiming to be Anastasia, and her memories are so vivid. They're like, it must be her, until they find the bodies of the Romanovs. And daughter Beatrice And Beatrice has some children. Anyone from Spain here? No one from Spain is here, I can tell you now. No one from Spain is here. Yeah, brilliant. Every time I do this talk, no one from Spain is ever here. There's one person and they didn't admit to it. Terrible. Beatrice is here. She has some children. She's got a daughter called Victoria Giugini. Giugini, her mum is Beatrice Giugini, guess where they got the names from. And Giugini lives here, funny enough. So I can't say Giugini, I don't know if you noticed, so I'm going to say Ina, so that was her nickname. So Ina is the granddaughter of Queen Victoria. Now, the King of Spain, Alfonso, comes to a party at Buckingham Palace, and he sees her. Now, she's blonde, he's not used to this, and he's like, oh, she's beautiful, I want her. And he's taken to one side and said, do not marry her. She's a British princess. She may have that blood disease they've all got. Now he's Spanish. And he's like, no, I want her. He doesn't listen to anyone. And his mother-in-law is, do not marry her. No, senor, I don't like her. Mother-in-law is not keen on it. But he's like, no, I want to marry her. So he has his way. He comes here, proposes to her, and she leaves Kensington Palace as a princess from here. And she goes and marries him, and she becomes the Queen of Spain. Wedding day. She's now queen. She's going through the streets with him. They're in the carriage. And what the Spanish would do is from the balconies is throw flowers down. So it's raining flowers on the queen. It's gorgeous. And they're all like, she's so beautiful. They're loving her. And the only trouble is one of these bouquet of flowers has a bomb in it. And luckily for Ina, Alfonso says, look at that. As she looks, the bomb hits the carriage, bounces, hits the horses. Kaboom. Massive explosion. People die. I think a Marchioness on a balcony actually gets killed. Her and her son. Horses. Oh God, that kills me. They're blown up as well. And from the smoke arises the king and the brand new Queen of Spain. And her dress is splattered in blood, horse and human. And the Spanish, particularly the women, look at her and they go, oh, bad omen, bad omen. And it starts Ina on this being frozen out of the Spanish court from day one. They're kind of thinking, I don't think she's good, I don't think she's right. Then they have children, and her two, the heir and the spare, the most low, it's black, not meant to wear black. She keeps crying, she's so overwhelmed. And Princess Grace grabs Diana, takes her into the toilets, gets her face in her hands and says, listen, it's going to get a lot worse. And brace yourself. And Diana immediately loves her. Absolutely loves Princess Grace and looks at Princess Grace with style, how to hold herself. Because Diana, as fashionable as she was, really didn't have a clue at first. And look at pictures of Diana at first, when she was first princess, didn't know what to wear. And there's actually, when she goes to Cannes, she actually has practically the exact replica of her To Catch a Thief outfit that she wore in a Hitchcock film. Diana has more or less the same thing, it's a pale blue outfit. So Diana loves Princess Grace, and apparently I've heard the story that that's why Princess Grace leads the European royals into St. Paul's. It's Princess Grace at the front because Diana wanted it. And Diana doesn't forget this kindness. So when Princess Grace dies, Diana goes to the Queen, says, I want to be at a funeral, I want to be one there. The Queen says, are you sure? Because you've not done anything like this on your own. It's a big, big deal, this funeral. And Diana says, no, I really want to do it. So the Queen says, absolutely, if you want to do it, you can do it. And so Diana is at the Princess Grace's funeral. So Diana's first solo overseas engagement is at the funeral of a princess that dies in a car crash in France. And someone said, I think you'll find it's Monaco. I think you'll find it's France. I won't quite get into Monaco at that point. So, haha.